As Zimbabwe's journey towards a middle-income economy by 2030 gathers momentum, works done on the roads are evidently seen. Major highways have been revamped, and this has made traveling long distances easy and less tiresome. Zimbabwe is a vital cog for economic activities within the Southern African region that connects neighboring countries through efficient road networks. In this regard, modernized road system is a major priority which the government has undertaken. The Harare-Beit Bridge Highway is one of the longest road projects embarked on by the Second Republic, making the road trafficable. Challenges such as traffic congestion, approaching city centers or major towns, and dilapidated roads marred with potholes, high accident rates necessitated the need to develop the country's roads. In this regard, the government of Zimbabwe launched the Emergency Road Rehabilitation Program. Construction of the much talked about Mbudzi Interchange is at an advanced stage, with works now close to halfway mark. The much anticipated completion of this landmark project is expected around mid-2024.
The Mbudzi Interchange project is part of the Harare-Beit Bridge project, which was born out of the need to relieve congestion at the previously known as Mbudzi roundabout, where there was so much congestion, and this roundabout is now being replaced by a grade separated intersection, which we may then term as the Mbudzi Interchange. So the Mbudzi Interchange involves the construction of 13 bridges and roads leading to those bridges and over those bridges. And we are also constructing various roads in and around that area, which we then term diversion routes. To date, we have since completed the diversion route through Hopley and Waterfalls, and it is already in use by the public so that they divert from where we are carrying out the major works around the Mbudzi roundabout area. Currently, in terms of the bridges, we have since constructed 4 bridges to completion, and the other 9 bridges are at various stages of completion. We are also constructing a road that is supposed to link the Simon Mazorodze Road or the Harare-Beit Bridge Road to Masochandlovu Road, that is from the Wharton Park roundabout to the fire station in Waterfalls. That will also include the construction of a bridge over Mkuvisi River. We will also be constructing a diversion route on Amalinda Road, which will also include the construction of a bridge over Mkuvisi River. Those works are yet to be started, but we'll start on them soon, and they will also be used as diversion routes. Currently, in terms of the progress, we can safely say that we are on 41% completion.
At the same time, dual carriageways entering central business districts, such as the 20-kilometer stretch from Chartridge to Harare Central Business District, have been constructed, easing congestion and making the flow of traffic smooth.
Most of the roads leading into the city of Harare are being congested, especially the trunk roads. And wherever we are improving roads, we have seen the need to dualize the 10 kilometers as we enter or leave a city or a large settlement. And hence, from charter grade, we are dualizing in order to smoothen traffic flow. We are also going to be moving the Skyline toll gate backwards to charter grade. At the point at which we start dualizing is the point at which we are placing the new toll gate. We had to realize that the Skyline toll gate is now compromised. It's in the middle of residential areas, which gives traffic access to alternative routes, thereby avoiding the toll gate. Therefore, it's necessary that we move the toll gates backwards so that we capture the traffic that is using the Byte Bridge Road.
The traffic that we have on the Harare Byte Bridge Road does not justify dualization of the whole stretch from Harare up to Byte Bridge. There are sections where the traffic is quite low and did not necessarily justify the construction of that road to the dualized standard. So we are just dualizing as we get into towns whereby we have noticed that traffic volumes tend to swell. So towards Harare, we are dualizing those 36 kilometers from Chattergrade to Harare main post office. And you also notice that 10 kilometers into Mashingo from Harare, we have already dualized those 10 kilometers. We are also in the process of dualizing 10 kilometers from Mashingo going towards Byte Bridge. We have also dualized 10 kilometers into Byte Bridge, 5 kilometers rather, into Byte Bridge from the roundabout to the Byte Bridge border post where we border with South Africa. So those are the areas that we have determined that the traffic there warrants dualization, and those are the areas that we are going to dualize. In as far as dualization of the whole stretch up to Byte Bridge, I think that is a futuristic project which we will then look into as traffic volumes start picking up. But at the moment, we are only dualizing those sections that I've mentioned.
The Mbudzi Interchange comprises 13 bridges, with 4 bridges finished and other bridges at various stages of completion.
The Mbudzi Interchange project is expected to be completed by the end of March 2024. So currently the works that we have done, we would like to think that the works we are going to do are going to take the next 9 months, and in 9 months we should be completed on that project.
The government of Zimbabwe has initiated the employment of its citizens and under its emergency road rehabilitation projects prioritized local firms. As a result, the construction of Mbudzi Interchange and the whole Harare Byte Bridge Road has been put into the hands of the locally owned businesses in the construction industry.
The contractors on the Mbudzi Interchange are 100% local. You may know that the Mbudzi Interchange is being done by a company known as Teforma, who is the contractor on that project. And Teforma is a grouping of companies like Tensa, Fossil and Masimba, which are wholly owned Zimbabwean companies.
The Second Republic took a conscious decision to empower and capacitate its own construction industry. But they couldn't, the Second Republic couldn't empower everyone at the same time. You need a starting point somewhere. So through a tendering process, these 5 were selected. And I can tell you for sure that they are now capacitated, and we are proud to be associated with them, and we feel they can stand their own. Even if an international tender were to be floated, they have the capacity and capability to handle any project of this kind of magnitude within their areas of specialization, which is civil engineering.
According to Johanna Mola, a senior machine operator at the Harare Beit Bridge Highway, concurred that road construction works are progressing well thanks to the Second Republic.
Tisu murikugadzira tara yamurikuona ichingomhanya iyoyi masvingo Beit Bridge tichidzoka tichipinda mutown kunosvika pana tiri kunobata pachurch of Sam ndo patiri kundosvika nayo tara tichibva nayo takabva nayo kupedza stone kusvika patiri kuenda zvinezvi saka ndo mabatiro atine tichidai ndiri operator ekutara nooperator machinery ekutara saka ndinine ndichiainazvo kumashure ndakatedzana nepevha kuti tinyatsowana tiine basa rakatinakei. Saka basa redu zvatoridira ndezvekuti rinodawo rudo necommunication yakangonaka. Saka ndo zvandingangoti gwama dzangu dzatiri kuona tichibata basa iri rinoda unyanzvi zvakare.
Travelers, including motorists and passengers, commended and applauded the good the government is doing on road construction under the Emergency Road Rehabilitation Projects, ERRP, precisely the Harare Beit Bridge Highway.
Road iri kugadzirwa zvakanaka chaizvo tinofara nazvo, asi ndaifungidzira kuti dai vaitigonerawo kuti isirawo mademarcations anoreflecta especially panyaya dzeusiku kuitira kuti paunopisa nematracks momba hauvhiringidzike nekuti kana paine mareflectors anooneka une uchina maedges emarod.
Aiwa haiko zvino road yedu inoratidza kunaka manje. Pane mamwe makona anenge angosara zvakadaona nangundu. Pane space yatisari chakati shate ndinoda kunyanya kugadzirwa but kumwe kwese uka handona kwa right.
Road yanaka isingaiti zvekuti kana iko zvino hatichatori nguva kuenda kana muchivu kana kuenda kwaMurambini. Zvanyore kuenda kwaGutu chero kumasvingo chero kuBeit Bridge. Izvo zvinokudzwa kana president tinovatenda nechirongwa chavakaita chokugadzira road. Taakutochema kuti dai patopera paround apa panofadza kana kutandarira kunangwe tichita sei.
Aiwa road yedu yakanaka ende totenda negovernment zvaikuitira yakanaka zvokuti dai zvaramba zvakadaro.
Kugadzirwa kuitwa road parikuitwa chinhu chakanaka chose. Parikubatwa basa rinoyemurika ende rinokudzwa because wakatarisa kudhara bhiro risati yagadzirwa taisangana nemaaccident akawandisa singaiti but nezvemaaccident kuti achilimitika pakufamba kwati kutoita ipapa. Then even mabreakdown ematayi emamota nemabhazi taisangana nawo because rodenga nemapotholes anga akawandisa futi zvakare. Saka izvinezvi kugadzirwa kwaita road kwaita kuti zvinhu zvakawanda zvichinje kandi zvichinja nenzira yakanaka. Zvakafanana kana nemahours ataifamba futi ipapa atinga akawandisa zvekutoti kana driver one waigona kutosvika watoneta kwauri kuenda. Asi nezvi zvinokwanisa kutozvimanidza kutodriver from Beit Bridge to Harare uri one usina kumboneta kana kunyanya nemunhu. So kugadzirwa kuita road chinhu chakanaka chose.
Tinozvikurudzira kuti dai zvaitwa pane mamwe marodhi mamwe ese zvakanaka zvakaitwa pane rodhi yokumasvingo kusvika kuBeit Bridge dai zvaitwa futi pane dzimwe rodhi. Tinozvitenda zvakanaka chaizvo.
Road iri kutoita shamani zvozvitofaya usina masvingo road yatowabhora.
Aiwa road iri kugadzirwa zvakanaka tiri kufara nazvo zvikuru pamapotibho anga akazara murodhi. Tiri kuona rodhi masvingo rodhi yedu yanaka zvikuru. Tiri kuti dei mangeitawo dei mangogadzirawo dzimwe rodhi sekugadzira kwamakaita masvingo rodhi.
As they say, the great Zimbabwe monuments were not built in a day. Bit by bit, the country's road infrastructure is becoming tour de force within the region and beyond.
In terms of trying to make sure that our roads they stand the test of time, they withstand the traffic that will then be applied on them. What we are doing is we are making sure that the scope that we prescribe for any road is commensurate with the traffic that will then traffic on that road. That will then traffic that road. So that is the measure that we are putting in terms of the planning. Then also in terms of the operations, we are making sure that the materials that we are using are the rightful materials that are supposed to be used. We are testing those materials to make sure that they meet the standard that is required for whatever type and whatever grade of road that has to be constructed thereon. And we are also making sure that there is constant monitoring and evaluation of what is being done by the contractors. In this way, we are also inviting other players and other independent players to also monitor our work, to tell us where we can improve. And we have been doing that. We have been improving from time to time. And we are hoping that these measures that we are putting across will also make sure that we improve on the quality of our roads, and those roads can last longer. Also, what we have done, there are some contractors, we cannot run away from the fact that some roads have failed because of poor workmanship by contractors, and we have noted some of those contractors have been blacklisted, and some of those contractors have been debarred from participating on other projects under the program. And we have also tried to capacitate our contractors to improve on their works.
Brick upon brick and stone upon stone, the Vision 2030 is realizable. Indeed, the philosophy, nyika inovakwa nevene vayo, ilizwe lakhiwa ngabanikazi balo, is bearing fruit.
Just these 3 projects that we have talked about demonstrate the commitment of the Second Republic to fulfill Vision 2030, because focus on infrastructure gives impetus to the fulfillment of that vision. The 3 projects by themselves are mega projects that have been undertaken in a period of no more than 4 years. Save for COVID, we would have achieved much more. It would have allowed us to move even faster. Like I have said, the airport would have been completed in 2021, which means it would have allowed us to move to another project. We had also scheduled that Harare Bed Bridge would be completed by mid-2022, which is last year, which means by this time we will be talking of Harare Chirundu. The movement and improvement of toll gates along the Harare Bed Bridge would have commenced. So basically, save for the COVID impacted period, the 3 mega projects have demonstrated the commitment and the focus of the Second Republic in achieving Vision 2030.